Welcome to Lit with Ernest, the show where we cut through the noise and get to the heart of the matter, the written word. Today, we're diving into Edmund Burke's Reflections on the French Revolution, a work that's as relevant now as it was when it first shook the literary world in 1790. Reflections on the French Revolution is significant, not just because of its historical context, but also due to its profound impact on political philosophy and literature. Written during a time of great upheaval, Burke's Reflections offer a scathing critique of the French Revolution and its ideals, which he saw as a threat to traditional values and social order. To understand the significance of Reflections on the French Revolution, it's essential to consider the historical context in which it emerged. The late 18th century was a time of great change and upheaval in Europe, with the Enlightenment ideals of reason, equality, and liberty spreading rapidly across the continent. The French Revolution, which began in 1789, was a pivotal moment in this process, as it sought to overthrow the monarchy and establish a new order based on the principles of liberty, equality, and fraternity. Burke's Reflections on the French Revolution were written in response to this upheaval, and they offer a nuanced and thought-provoking critique of the revolution's ideals and methods. Burke argued that the revolution's emphasis on abstract principles and universal rights was misguided, as it failed to take into account the complexities and nuances of human nature and society. He believed that the revolution's attempts to remake society from scratch would ultimately lead to chaos and destruction rather than the promised utopia. One of the key literary traditions that Reflections on the French Revolution relates to is the concept of conservatism. Burke's work is often seen as a foundational text of conservative thought, as it emphasizes the importance of tradition, social order, and gradual reform over radical change. However, it's also important to note that Burke's conservatism was not reactionary or nostalgic, but rather a thoughtful and nuanced response to the challenges of his time. In terms of literary devices, Burke's Reflections are notable for their use of rhetorical flourishes and emotional appeals. His writing is characterized by its passion, eloquence, and persuasive power, as he seeks to convince his readers of the dangers of revolutionary ideology and the importance of preserving social order. For example, in one famous passage, Burke writes, "When ancient opinions and rules of life are taken away, the loss cannot possibly be estimated." This passage illustrates Burke's concern with the erosion of traditional values and social norms, as well as his emphasis on the importance of preserving cultural heritage and historical memory. It also showcases his mastery of rhetorical devices, such as metaphor and analogy, which he uses to convey complex ideas and emotions in a powerful and persuasive way. The cultural impact of Reflections on the French Revolution cannot be overstated. It has influenced countless works of literature, from George Orwell's Animal Farm to Albert Camus' The Rebel. For example, Orwell's Animal Farm can be seen as a direct response to Burke's Reflections, as it explores the dangers of revolutionary ideology and the corruption of power. Similarly, Camus' The Rebel offers a nuanced and thought-provoking exploration of the complexities of human nature and the limitations of ideological systems. In conclusion, Reflections on the French Revolution is a work that demands attention and reflection. As we navigate our own complex and often tumultuous world, Burke's Reflections offer a timely reminder of the importance of balancing reason with tradition and of preserving the dignity and complexity of human experience. Burke's work also highlights the importance of critical thinking and nuanced analysis in evaluating complex social and political issues. His reflections encourage us to think deeply about the consequences of our actions and to consider the potential unintended effects of even the most well-intentioned policies or ideologies. As the good writers I've known would say, Burke's Reflections offer a sobering reminder that even the noblest ideals can be perverted when taken to extremes. They also remind us that literature has the power to shape our understanding of the world and ourselves, and that it is through reading and reflecting on great works, like Reflections on the French Revolution, that we can gain a deeper appreciation for the complexities and nuances of human experience. That's all for today's Lit with Ernest. Like this episode if it hit true. Share it if you respect honest talk about books. Subscribe, because we'll do this again. This is Ernest, signing off.